Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to set up Jellyfin directly connected to qBit. Before we start, I want to show you how mount points work and how we can connect two or more containers to the same content. Imagine you have a wardrobe. Both Timmy and Carl can see the contents of the wardrobe. What does this mean? Well, it means that if Timmy puts a shirt back, Carl will be able to see it. But what does this have to do with Jellyfin or qBit, you may ask? Well, this is how our setup will work. So every time you download something from qBit, it will get stored inside the dataset called downloads, under, of course, the corresponding category. In our case, books, movie, games, and series, whatever. Since Jellyfin has also access to the dataset, it will also be able to scan the libraries for new content, and this is why it will be up to date every time. Of course, this is a simplified version on how our setup will work. However, you can have multiple apps connected to the same dataset and make the changes. The thing is, they can only access these datasets due to the help of the mount points. In our case, both of them are called YouTube and YouTube. They can be called whatever you want. I hope this helps you understand a bit the mount points a bit better. Back to the main video. I already added some new folders to the last setup. Also have movies and games, which were already available before. But these are just an addition, just for the explanation. I have already a container running, so I'm gonna stop the container now, and we're gonna create a new one. You're gonna search for Jellyfin. I have already an instance, so I'm gonna create another instance. I'm gonna change the name to Jellyfin-2. For now, we're gonna leave everything per default. And what we're gonna do now is gonna be add an additional storage. As last time, it's gonna be the same idea. So we're gonna create a new host path. This is gonna be, we're gonna change the mount point. In our case, it's gonna be YouTube. I mentioned beforehand on the video. So there we're gonna point to Big Boy and downloads, where all the downloaded movies from qBit will rely on. This is essentially it. Now we can hit save, install. Okay, now once it is installed, you can run the server. Now, as you can see, it says server mismatch. It's normal, it's because I have already an existing server, so don't worry too much about it. You shouldn't get it. For me, just connect anyway. Here, we're gonna change the name. For my case, it's gonna be just YouTube to make it easier. The username, password really doesn't matter. So now we want to add the new media. We're just gonna press on the plus and we're gonna select the content type. There are different types of content. As you can see, we have movies, music, shows, books, but for us, movies, it's what matters the most. So we're gonna press on the plus on folders. Be careful, it's sometimes tricky to recognize the button. So as I show you, I scrolled down a bit because I was lost. I did not know where it is. As you can see there, we can find our mount point, which we created before, which points to, obviously, to downloads. And there you can see all folders. In our case, you can also see movies is also available with games and books. But since we are doing movies, we might as well use and select movies. Press OK. OK again. Give it a second. Then for another media type, it's going to be exactly the same thing. If you have shows, in our case, I don't have shows, so I'm going to add books, then press OK, and that's it. Now we're going to press next, language, next, and we are done. Now we just need to type our user and password again, go sign in. And as you can see, we already have a movie available. That's because I already preloaded the movie, so you can see beforehand. If you go on the dashboard, there you can scan all the libraries. This is where essentially if you download the new movies, you'll be able to see them. Even if it is TV shows, movies, that's it. Basically, it will scan the whole thing, the whole repo, which you basically enabled. As you can see, TV shows in our case is empty because, well, I don't have anything there. But this is it. This is actually how you connect. I could have shown you a small example with qBit, but the idea is the same. They are sharing the same data set, so every file qBit downloads is gonna be sent straight into the same mount point where Jellyfin has access to. So every time you download, Jellyfin has access to it. I hope you find this helpful, interesting. If you have any issues, let me know, but this should be it. Also, I also did a video about transcoding. So if you are interested on how transcoding works, just make sure to take a look at the video. But I only use SSDs because I only have that. I don't have a GPU. Unlucky. So I'm basically running the server bare bones, no GPU, nothing. So yeah, if you have an SSD pool and you want to transcode, you can do it very, very easily. So anyway, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, like I said before, drop down a comment if you found it helpful as well. Thank you very much. See you next time.